Afternoon, everybody. Uneducated Economist here. So I did a video a couple of weeks ago talking about the partial opening of the economy and how it's just simply going to fail. At least fail restaurants. That was the subject of the video, was talking about restaurants. And there's been a lot of talk just recently how they're going to open up to a 25% capacity. And I know of at least 3 restaurants in my area that are not going to open up at a 25% capacity. Period, end of story. They are not going to even attempt to do it. A 25% full dining is an unprofitable business. It will definitely fail. Restaurants are already in a difficult position to try and make money, to be a profitable company, and at 25% capacity, it is a definite failure. To stock and staff, to only have 25% people in there, it's a losing proposition. So they are going to continue to try and do the delivery and takeouts as best they can. But as far as operating at a 25% dining, they won't do it. They're just not going to even try. So now I think about the reasonings that they used to shut down the economy in the first place. We had more and more cases and the spread of this infection of the coronavirus, and they were worried that everybody in the country was going to get sick and die. And so they locked everybody down, told everybody to stay home, shut down all the businesses that weren't essential, had everybody do social distancing and wearing masks. This effort, so they claim, has worked. And I'm no scientist, I'm no doctor, and I'm not somebody who tries to claim that I know anything about this virus beyond what I've heard on the news. But going by their numbers and going by what they say, they have now declared BS. Straight up. I don't mean anything negative towards my county officials. I think they're doing the best job they can. But I have to ask how it is that they can open up this county when we have cases of infection increasing by the day. In the last week, the amount of infected cases of coronavirus in people here have tripled. But yet now they're talking about opening up the economy. They've had it shut down, damaging these businesses, forcing a lot of them to probably end up going bankrupt. And now, even though the cases are increasing, they're going to open it up to a partial opening. So I have to ask, how is it that now, with the cases increasing in my county, that they find it okay to start allowing people to go into businesses? If the idea is that they were going to try and stop the spread of this virus, we are having more cases happening here in our county in the last week than we've had the entire time. Now, I do have to say it was because of a seafood processing plant, 2 of them, that were the majority of these cases came from. But it doesn't negate the fact that it happened. And that the number of cases that are increasing in this county are growing by the day. They're not dropping, it's growing. And yet they find it okay to open up the economy now. That it's okay to operate these businesses. It just leads me to believe that there is a BS story being told here. And like I said, I don't mean anything negative towards my county officials. I think they're doing the best job they can. This is a very confusing situation. It's very difficult for these guys to make the right decision. And there's a lot of people who are hurting in our county because they have shut down these businesses. We are a tourist-oriented place, and they have told tourists to not come to our area. Last weekend, it was a beautiful weekend here in Clatsop County, and the place was packed with people. I went down to the grocery market. It was full of people who were not from this area. You can just tell by the license plates that they were driving. They were from Washington, they were from Idaho, they were from California, but they were not from here. A lot of them. And you can tell by the traffic. Traffic increases dramatically here every single weekend. And this weekend, it was packed with people. They are over it. They are done dealing with being locked down. It was a beautiful weekend, and they were heading to the beach. And that's exactly what happened. And this week, we have a protest that's going to happen. I guess it's going to happen out there on the beach. I'm not going to it. So that's my question that I have to ask, is that if we are having an increase in cases here, what gives them the thought that we can open up this county to partial business when this whole time we have been locked down trying to stop the spread, killing off these businesses? Well, I don't know about killing them off, but definitely hurting them. And I know a few of these guys who are probably not going to make it. It's a very questionable thing. And like I said, I don't mean to be negative towards any elected official, any of the leaders, any of the elected officials. Those people I feel are doing the best they can. But it just doesn't make sense to me. All right. Uneducated Economist. You guys let me know.